Christian name. Can keep this hand. Bushiroll played Aldrin's Epiphany in Modern, and wow, that's interesting. Aldrin's Epiphany is really good. Play Bobble and Street Wraith just to fill up the yard. Well, filling it up with a non-instant sorcery is kind of awkward with Murktide. Bobble and Street Wraith are also like, you know, I would rather play more like Opt instead or something. Geet Tutor with the 8 months, thank you. Alright, looking for red source to strangle that. Bottom this card. There's our red source. So probably playing as mono green again. Could potentially be Winota. Tutor with the 8 months. Didn't play Murktide, but should be obviously a good fit. Yeah, I think Murktide makes obvious, you know, I agree, a lot of sense. But, you know, there's a few different ways to play it, build it. I'm not sure if I found the best version. I think I want to try to find a land this turn. Land found. Do I want to shock to hold up Lightning Axe? I think no. How is Strangle compared to Fiery Impulse? They're pretty similar cards, to be honest. I think hitting Planeswalkers is pretty relevant in like the mono in the card Narset metagame. Rob Bavoli for 4 months, appreciate you. I've just been kind of playing 4, just kind of see how it feels, but I will also say it doesn't like feel super different either. It's not like a drastic change. Okay, let's go Shredder, Consider. Pretty likely to find a land here. Obviously get to Connive. Probably want to Connive away a Trespass. And then we will keep the Canal, even though it enters tapped. Entropy Engine, amazing username. Thank you for the 4 months. How do you feel the Titan creativity decks are positioned? I think creativity decks are in general pretty good at the moment in Modern. I also think that the Primeval Titan versions are like really not very different from the Archon versions. I kind of view them to be basically the same deck. But it does hit a Nykthos here, so they can't really do anything with it this turn, but it is kind of scary. I think I want to try to Iteration for a land, then cast Pieces, then set up for a pretty good turn. I do find the land, it's not untapped, but I can go hand, bottom, exile, cast a second Shredder, Woodwave Phoenix, play Hall tapped, and then pass, can block this Shredder on the Troll now. As long as we're not dead, we've got a pretty good chance to, you know, have a obviously super strong turn next turn. They might want to leave this back because of reach. Seems like they're a bit flooded. We'll see what happens. I could be famous last words. Looks like it's not. Yeah, I think this was probably a mistake to cast this into the Shredders. I think I'll discard a Strangle. Oh, Axe. Okay, so let's just go Iteration Trespass. Right? Well, if I go Iteration Trespass, yeah, I can delve in a way that I'm not losing any important cards. I guess I can leave a mana up to try to find a 1 mana spell to get back the Phoenixes. Alright. Let's pack it in. Yeah, mono green matchups seem pretty good so far. Trying to remember how I sideboarded last time. I brought in these 4 cards, and then I think I ended up cutting the 4th iteration, 2 pieces of the puzzle, 2nd Treasure Cruise, and then 2nd Izzet Charm. And then I think Drake's just a little slow to draw. Better Dig or Cruise. In this deck, I think Cruise is better. You could play Dig if you feel like Narset's like super popular, but Strangle in the deck helps you deal with Narset. Yeah, these cards with Delve seem pretty good. I agree. Let me get some water real quick. My mom bought me a mini fridge for the stream room, which was very thoughtful. But I had it on last night, and we actually blew a fuse in this room. So I ended up moving it to another room, or just down the hall. And hopefully no more fuses get blown. But I felt like such a man last night, where Esther's like, Everett, the the power in my office stopped working. I'm like, let's go to the fuse box, baby. Let's go check it out. Okay, Strangle pretty good. Well, easy graveyard that, obviously. Then, what are we doing? Another Phoenix in the hand. Could gust this in their draw step. I kind of like that, so they're not able to jam a 5-drop. It's kind of bad if they have Karn, but our gust isn't good against Karn anyways. Alright, so set up for a big turn next turn with the pieces, hopefully. Izzet Charm, Lightning Axe, and a second copy of Temporal Trespass. I already have a Trespass in the hand. My graveyard is going to be pretty thick, though. Could be a bit greedy. Nybar with Twitch Prime, thank you. Any real difference between discarding Opt versus Consider? Yeah, Consider is way better in this deck than Opt because you want to put cards in the graveyard. So you would always want to discard Opt over Consider. It looks like they did keep that on top. Ooh. Kind of scary. I can at least just cast a Phoenix to kill this card. They grab a Tormod's Crypt though. We'll see if they know I have Temporal Trespass. If they wait to cast this or sack it, I'll just immediately Trespass to get to use these cards in the yard. Yeah. Okay, we'll just do that. Keep on double Trespass ambitious line. I mean, it's worse against the Karn here. But I agree it's ambitious. No one's ever said I've had a lack of ambition. Old Growth Troll, draw a card off Kiora. Ovenwald Oddity, Trample Haste 4/4. 7 mana to transform it into an 8/8. Other creatures get +1 Trample Haste. I wasn't necessarily expecting to see that card get put on the stack here. I think I'll just go ahead and take 4. It's kind of close between Axe discarding the Trespass, but I kind of don't hate having the Trespass in my hand, to be honest. Yeah, I could go Axe, discard, Anger, then I have 6 cards in the graveyard. This costs 5, so I'm 1 short, so I cast the Iteration first. So let's go... I'm not sure what we're going to do. I guess we'll go Hand, Phoenix, bottom Iteration, Exile Shredder. I've already cast 1 spell, so I don't get to connive off the Shredder. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if they play a land, they get to immediately transform. See, I think I'll axe discarding the Anger of the Gods. And they don't know about the second Temporal Trespass, so I think I may get away with taking an extra turn next turn. Do not play Questing Beast anymore. Usually Mono Green Devotion plays neither. This is not a stock card at all. I'm kind of surprised to see it. Hey.
Hey. I bought the mattress.
Let's go.
In box spring. Guess how much it was?
Free.
I can't beat that.
it was good price.
Yeah, it was only $13.71.
Pretty expensive.
Less than $1,400.
Yeah, it was what we were expecting to spend.
Well, at the store it was like $3,000 the other day. $3,500. So
it was 3,000.
Yeah, like with the mattress and box spring.
Dude, shopping in the store is just a scam.
Well, no, it's because the sale started today.
Sure.
And my discount.
That's great, sweetheart.
Yes.
Aspiring bed haver. I guess the Tormod script, I'm probably looting away the pieces. It's kind of close. We get to go kill Kiora, attack them for 3. yeah, people. This Tormod script is kind of like Relic of Progenitus. You never want to cast it. I mean, they obviously saw 2 Phoenixes in the yard, and they were like, I'm gonna wait till those triggers go on the stack, but. I think it's okay to play a 3rd Shredder here. Lucky to hit 2 spells in a row. See if we go for 3. Oh man, that would have been a pretty good one to find. But I guess the best we can hope for here is, of course, just getting all the counters on the Shredders. I can keep that. So what are we attacking with? I kind of like the idea of potentially leaving back the 4/6 Shredder, attacking for 6 in the air. The next turn we're attacking for 7, 10, 12. So attack for 6 this turn. We can get 1 counter. Yeah, we can get at least 1 counter on one of these Shredders for lethal. Can boost the 6 months. Appreciate you. Should've gone to IKEA. Yeah, Esther didn't like the beds at IKEA, so. She wanted to use her JCPenney discount sale wombo combo. We've been sleeping on our old mattress on the floor for the last like 4 nights, and I'm starting to really enjoy it. I used to I've talked about this in the past, and I've only ever had one of my friends ever feel like they related to this, but like I used to like struggle with anxiety really, really bad, and like in those like really, really rough nights, what I would do is I would just take my mattress and put it on the floor, and for some reason that was like the only way I could get to sleep. Everybody else is like, yeah, that's kind of weird. Why Trespass over Cruise? We're playing a split of 3 Trespass, 2 Cruise, but this deck, like, the idea is that Trespass is kind of like a combo in this deck where you're going to sometimes set up for Galvanic Iteration, Trespass, and just kill your opponent. Never tried it, sounds reasonable. Yeah, I kind of feel like in a lot of ways dealing with anxiety is like finding something that you think works, you know? Like, if you can make yourself think that it works, like, in some ways that's more important than it actually being, like, a reasonable way to treat your symptoms, if that makes sense. I'm going to save the Consider for the Shredder. Could be a little greedy. Yeah, I used to have a weighted blanket, too, but I don't know. I've been, I finally feel like I got things mostly under control recently. Okay, so let's go Strangle before we do anything else so that we don't let them trigger Connive. Then Consider so we can trigger Connive. Oh, I will graveyard that. Oh, awesome. Turn 3 Phoenix. It's not super common in this deck, but pretty cool when it happens. Okay, just put the Galvanic Iteration in the yard, get a little bit of value there. Attack for 5. Yeah, definitely Greasefang. Is Shredder good at Murktide? I think it is. Yeah, I think Shredder is just a good card. I think that it is definitely a good card to include in Murktide. Maybe the final version doesn't play it. I think it likely will though. I think that Shredder is very good at Murktide. I think Shredder is just kind of going to be a staple in like in blue spellcasting decks in Modern Pioneer. Maybe even Legacy. I've seen. I know I am level 1 likes to play it in Vintage too. I'm a big believer in it. Is there any specific reason Trespass in the deck you think it's just good underplayed card? I'm kind of surprised. We've been getting this question a bunch too, but Temporal Trespass is actually like a really stock card in Phoenix and Pioneer, and it just actually happens to be a really good way to turn the game back in your favor, kill your opponent by attacking in the air a bunch, and win games out of nowhere. The deck, it's also like this, I think one thing that people, like the deck has a lot of card advantage anyways with Expressive Iteration and Pieces of the Puzzle, which also, and Pieces of the Puzzle helps you set up for your Temporal Trespass, Galvanic Iteration, take 2 extra turns, win the game combo. That you don't necessarily need to play the full 4 cruises. Okay, can't counter that with the dig. Is Lotus Strings dead? I hope so. But unfortunately, I think that's probably not. Hey Jarvis, how's it going? Was Trespass any good in that standard format? The standard format, it also had Treasure Cruise Dig Through Time, which kind of outshined it. I don't know if it would have seen any play if those cards weren't equal. Maybe a little bit. Opponent's in the tank. I'm going to loot end of turn, I think. Try to find the pieces, or a cruise, or an iteration, or a trespass. Dig Through Time was man standard. I remember Dig Through Time and Cruise both seeing like a decent amount of standard play. Like they weren't like the best cards of the format, but Dig Through Time at least was like a pretty played card, right? Surely. Yeah, it wasn't the best thing to be doing, but they saw some play. Yeah, I think Shredder's really good. We're currently So let's go. We're currently 5-1 on stream today, and our loss was due to me punting into my opponent's Ledger Shredder. Actually, I punted into my opponent's Ledger Shredder for our only loss today by casting the second spell on my turn. So if that's not a glowing review for Ledger Shredder, I don't know what is. All right, I'm gonna try to high roll. I think. We have so many good card draw spells to dig into. We didn't find any of them, but I will keep the Lightning Axe. I don't think the Strangle does very much. Fine. Just 2-turn clock them. They don't currently have a Parhelion in the yard, so I'm gonna hope that they can't beat this. Oh yeah, Cruise was good in the Ascendancy decks, that's right. That was a cool standard. I remember, like, so I really, really liked RTR Innistrad Standard. I loved RTR Innistrad Standard. And then, I didn't love how fast Theros RTR got solved. I was really kind of bummed that I felt like Theros RTR Standard got solved really fast. And so I ended up playing like a lot of like EDH and Limited during that time frame, and I kind of came back to Standard when Cons came out. I like Cons Theros a lot more. Don't know if I want the full 4 disputes. I think I'll play 3, and then I could play 1 Strangle for their Shredders, and have 4 Axe, 2 Fry, 1 Strangle. That's probably fine. Said DC Whip Mirror was awful. Yeah. RTR Theros, when I started to pay attention to Magic. Yeah, I mean, I think some people really did enjoy those formats. Like, I think there's a different format for everybody. Some people really like when things stay pretty similar and you can just like master matchups and stuff. Don't have to keep up with things. But I like when things change. I always have. I remember I talk about this all the time, but I just loved how Brian Bronduin put like a beautiful cap on the end of the RTR Innistrad Standard format by like top 8ing or maybe winning. I think at least top 8ing like the last SCG Open with a complete crazy Orzhov mid-range brew. that no one had ever seen before. At least I had never seen, and I kept really close with the format. It's just really cool to see like how that standard metagame is always changing. Still play much EDH? I haven't been playing much EDH lately. I do have a soft spot for the format. I've been wanting to start building some new decks, to be honest. Currently, the only deck I have together is my Slinvada casual tribal sea monster deck. That I love deeply. I could move back the iteration, maybe. I'll keep the iteration. I can just draw a cantrip and be fine. Thoughts on Shivan Reef or Stormcarved Coast you can play as an early land. Stormcarved Coast is fine. I also think that, you know, the damage from Shivan Reef does really add up, and it's not something I'm necessarily that interested in having happen. Okay, our hand is pretty Thoughtseize proof. I guess they'll probably just take the Fry, actually. Oh, they took the Cruise. Fair enough. I think I'll play the Otawara as a land here. I'm not sure if we want to play this as blue or red source. Kind of happy to just 1-for-1 trade here. You're bringing in disputes for the enablers anyways. Brew anything with Umezawa in Modern? Which I don't remember an Umezawa card from the new set. Right, Stumbling. Awkward Mulligan. Alright, so Parhelia in the yard. My hand is really good against Greasefang, but they also know about the Fry, so it's unlikely they're going to just like jam Greasefang here unless they have multiple copies. Has everything as ninjutsu for 4 mana. Oh, right. Well, I never thought that card had much potential to be a competitive Modern card. It definitely seemed very cool. But not a card that I thought had much chance to like really be a super competitive one. So I did never end up brewing with it, no. They know about my Fry, so I think I'll use the Fry. It's kind of awkward that they can counter the Axe, but it'll be difficult for them to do so. So I'm just going to play this tapped so that maybe they'll play into the Axe a little bit. The Saga, Life of Umezawa? I don't think that card's probably not quite there. I don't hate the card though. Come on, resolve. Awesome. Yeah, I don't even really care that much if Shredder dies here, since we just get to loot the Phoenix away. Basuro, the 15 months, thank you. I'm 15 now. We're gonna show me how to start driving Parhelion. You know your mother and I can't afford to buy you a Parhelion. You're gonna get a you're gonna get an unlicensed hearse, I think. Okay, Murderous Cut, it's fine. Do I want a land? I think no. I think yes, actually. I did want a land the whole time. Hand pretty Thoughtseize proof still. Have I played Rogues and Pioneer? I have, yeah, I have. I think I recorded a Channel Fireball video with it too. Vivian on the Hunt, any good? Worth grabbing? There's a pretty cool Vivian Planesbound Accomplice combo deck that is performing pretty well. I think that yes, that deck's probably worth looking at if you like the card. Pretty sure I'm supposed to iteration the opt here. What blue-red modern deck with Shredder do you think is better? Phoenix or Snapcaster Control? I don't think you should put Shredder in Phoenix. I don't think that it's probably going to be particularly good in Snapcaster Control either. It would probably have to be... I've been liking it more in like Murktide. You could potentially play it in a Snapcaster based like Grixis deck, I guess. But I've been liking Shredder a lot in Shadow Murktide, and then it's also been good in the Mentor deck, but... Okay, counter this. I could have maybe waited to like Galvanic Iteration that next turn, but... Getting back my Phoenix was pretty nice, and I still have like the pieces for card advantage next turn. So they just draw 2 cards with the Indulgence. They get the Thoughtseize my piece of the puzzle. That's actually really bad. That being said, I could just cast my Phoenix here, hold the Lightning Axe, kill them next turn. They do know about the Lightning Axe now, so... If they cast the Grease Fang, you gotta assume that they are ready. Dude, cycle Rafine's Tower. Not the sign of strength. Not a sign of strength at all. Okay, we advance to 6-1 on the day with this deck, losing only to an opposing Ledger Shredder. Did I add Merc to Mentor? No, I added Shredder to it. I don't think if you have... You could play some Merctides, though. Close, right? Okay, this is a new match. I'm going to keep this hand. Rakdos with Ob, good. I playtested a little bit last night. I only had time for like 3 matches each with these decks in my playtesting because I'm moving and I am in the point of the stream where I want to be playtesting the new brews, but off stream, like usually how it goes is new cards come out, I'll play them just live for the first time for like the first week or 2, and then I'll start to be playtesting off stream. But I think I was 2-1 with the sack list last night. It felt good. I don't know if it's better than the other version we've been playing that plays. Oni Cult Anvil yet, but I think it's got a lot of potential. Mr. Bingo, the 7 months, appreciate ya. Pinot Strangle for the format as a whole. I think it is a good card for the format. I think that I like that the deck building gets to be interesting, where you have a lot of different 1-mana red removal spells, and you can choose the best one for your deck. You can choose the best one for your format. I think it's good to have a lot of different options. Mr. Bango, again, thank you for the 7 months. Can they just print Bolt in the Pioneer, please? I think Bolt would be a bad addition to Pioneer. Okay, I think we're playing against Winota. Maybe not. So this is probably Mono Green Devotion with some kind of light white splash. Let me just cast the Consider here. I do have Galvanic Iteration. I think I can try to set up for a Temporal Trespass iteration turn. Oh, damn it. Ugh. Disaster. Absolute disaster. I think I'll kill the elf. Try to keep him off maybe 5 drops this turn. Vance, you have 8 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, people keep asking a lot about Strangle. I mean, I don't think it's very different from any other 1-mana red removal spell, but I do think it is probably the best option after Lightning Axe. And I think you're going to play about 8 of these cards in this deck. About 8. Van's back is back. I think for the 8 months. Rundown where people are playing Iteration. I know it enables crazy extra turn plays. Feels so clunky. Well, one nice thing about Iteration is you can loot it away, too. You can mill it over for value with pieces. So, it has a little bit of extra value there. In addition to, yes, like setting up for crazy turns with Trespass. I'm playing 5 Delve cards. Historically, most Phoenix decks have played 4, but it's my opinion that playing the Ledger Shredders enables you to play the 5th Delve spell, because you can both loot them away and mill your graveyard a bit better. My opponent puts Cavalier of Thorns into their hand, Kiora, untap, Elvish Mystic. Okay. So they can Cavalier no matter what next turn. Land would be a good draw. Awesome. So I think I'm actually going to Galvanic Iteration my pieces of the puzzle here. Oh, only an Iteration. But Iteration's actually a good grab, I guess. And then we'll take Opt, and then Izzet Charm or Axe. I feel like I'm not going to care about their creatures that much. Draw 6 cards now. I think it's better to just fill up the yard so I can both find Phoenixes to attack with, although I only found 1. And then just make, like, I've got 3 Delve spells, so copying the pieces felt like a pretty important thing to do. Alright, so they have Cavalier, they've got 2 mystery cards. They're not immediately slamming Cavalier, which obviously means they have another option. If they have card and they exile my graveyard, we're probably going to game 2. We're currently 2-0 against mono green today. Dang it. Okay, will they immediately fire off the crypt? They do. Alright, we had an earlier mono green opponent who waited and it ended up costing them a lot. Need blue source, that's true, yeah. Need Shredder too. I think I'll keep that one, it's kind of close. We're definitely really behind. We're definitely really behind. Is Crypt better than Cage? I'm not sure. Definitely better against my hand. Pretty good game, though. Pretty good game. I feel like this is maybe like the first tense game we've had in a while. It's kind of been running over all our opponents so far. Prodigy with the 16 months. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Oh, I forgot to mention, so yesterday I spent 2 hours setting up my new standing desk, so, oh. Well, the doors, I saw the closet doors moving a little bit. I don't know if it's, like, stuck on a cord. I did move the cords around a little bit, so I'm not going to stand it all the way up, but, I'm pretty excited to be standing. I feel like it's going to help me be a little bit more energetic and engaged, I guess. I put it might go for Godpharaoh's statue, but I can counter that with Izzet Charm. I'm also kind of worried that I have my PC currently on the desk. I'm worried that maybe that's gonna just like fall off. Ooh, portable hole's nasty here. Okay, nothing I can do about this. I could have countered, I guess, and made them not cast Cavalier. It's probably not that good. Lots of playing Grixis Shadow in the Modern Challenge. I like the deck a lot, you know. I think that, you know, we lost to mono green opponent who drew really well. Mono green Tron, and then I can't remember the other loss, but it was like 2 historically tough matchups for Shadow anyways, so I felt kind of okay about it. Or taking the L's that we did. Man, I'd love to get that in the yard, but this is an opted not to consider. Kind of late on the Strangle. I think we're probably going to be taking an L. I think we kill the Karn. It's kind of close. And then I think I'm gonna leave the... Can I leave the Iteration and the Phoenix in the yard? I can, and I need to draw another impactful spell in order to stay alive, but here I'm going to 1. I know I could have killed an elf to chump block here, but they could plus in the portable hole to kill me anyways, so I don't think that line really changes much. Bucket and Flunge at the Twitch Prime, Iron Blood at the 12 months, thank you so much, welcome back. Alright, so our 3rd time playing this matchup today. So far my sideboard plan has been to bring in 3 copies of Aether Gust, cut the 2nd copy of Treasure Cruise, cut the 2 copies of Pieces, and then 2 Izzet Charms. I think I changed things slightly each time, but this seems... Oh, I think, or was I cutting 1 iteration, 1 charm? Was I cutting 4th Expressive Iteration? 2nd Galvanic Iteration? That seems kind of okay. I think Izzet Charm's a bit better on the play too. Maybe on the draw I'll be cutting them. How's the new house? It's been, I mean, I'm very excited for the move. Our old apartments were really, there's a lot to dislike about them. But, you know, obviously, I'm really happy to be here. It's been pretty stressful though, moving and trying to get like blinds on the windows, curtains on the windows, get a fridge, get a new mattress that we desperately need, and get everything set up has been very time consuming. I also didn't sleep at all the first 2 nights. I just like sleeping in a new place always freaks me out, and I was like super delirious and sleep deprived on Saturday, which was the day I streamed the challenge. But I've slept pretty good the last 2 nights. Things are starting to get a bit more settled. Still like not close to unpacked or anything. Yeah, end of an era. Is the new house haunted? I don't think so. Yeah. So yeah. Also the AC like makes there's like it creates some vacuum, and this one door like slams shut. Whether it's open or closed, it makes it like a sound. But I'm starting to like get used to it, not hear it. But like the first 2 nights, I'm just laying awake and I hear this like slamming sound, and like I know that it's just the AC, but it's freaky. Okay, let's keep this. If I would like to Lightning Axe a turn 1 mana elf. What would I discard? I would probably discard Island. Is Anger good against mono green? It is good against them, yeah. Especially because they're playing Caryatid. When do Drakes come in? The theory was I wanted to bring them in against like blue-white control, and I wanted to bring them in against Rest in Peace decks in general, but that's really just blue-white control and Winota, and I ended up not wanting to bring them in against Winota, so maybe we just don't want to be playing the Drakes. And maybe we want to play like a couple of negates for the Lotus Field matchup, which could also come in against blue-white. We could also play Spell Pierce. That might be a change we make. Okay, so I have decided that I'll Lightning Axe an elf. Shredding time. Watching from the stairs step or the gym. Awesome. Can you put padding on the door to prevent slamming? Yeah, I guess that would probably work. There's just a lot to do, but I think that's something I'll end up doing. I think we fire off the iteration first. Okay, so pretty easy. Hand Phoenix, bottom Lightning Axe, exile Stormcarved Coast, play the coast, consider loot the Phoenix into the yard. And then I think I'd probably graveyard the axe. I want to graveyard pretty aggressively here with the cruise in my hand. The bird is the word lord. I think I'd rather see Narset over Drake. Yeah, that would be fine too, I think. Yeah, I agree that Shredder like covers a lot of the bases of like making us more resilient to Rest in Peace too. Awesome, Kugit. Happy to hear it. Yeah, I feel really relaxed right now. I'm like just being back streaming after taking a few days off to move, being like very stressed and sleep deprived. It's just felt great to be back. So thanks everybody for joining today. All right, so I need to cast 1 Opt at least before this cruise. Or maybe I'm going to Temporal Trespass. Okay, definitely keeping that on top so I can loot it away. I think I'm cruising, right? Because if I Temporal Trespass, I have to exile the Phoenix. So let me just Opt. Maybe I'm supposed to cruise first, actually. It's so tough with this deck. I will keep the pieces of the puzzle on top. Can't say no to all those cards, especially when I have Trespass in the hands. We're getting 2 Phoenixes back this turn. Get to kill the Kiora, hit my opponent for 3. Yeah, I want to mess with the setup. I think I like the color this room is painted. This was the color it was when we moved in. I kind of want it to be dark purple, but I feel like a lot of those like more like aesthetic changes are like, you know, some of the things that have to happen last. Right. Storming the festival. Into a concession. Okay, so going to game 3 on the draw. Could cut the second charm for 4th iteration, 3rd pieces. I think I'll play 4th iteration. I'm hoping to keep our win streak alive. We've won our last 5 matches. I'd like to get a trophy too. Currently 6-1 on the day. Oh, my magical line has crashed. Oh, no, it's just lagging. Okay. Freaking out for a second. Keep this. We usually do the 5-0 bets when we're 4-0. And, you know, what would a Twitch stream be if we didn't do these, everything exactly the same every single day? Yeah, Crumble to Dust is Pioneer legal. Say, Battle for Zendikar card, right? So Desperation, opt for blue source, I think. Bottom. Can't win them all. Fuck. This shouldn't be F6'd. Storm of the Festival. Hitting Karn and Cavalier of Thorns. Alright. GG. Win streak dead. Still doing pretty well on the day. Such a believer in the Shredder. Okay, I think we have to keep this on 6. It's pretty good if we find a land off the opt, and you know, we're favored to find it. Shredder Bread Demi-Lich. In Pioneer it is for sure. Demi-Lich is just not that good without any 0 mana spells. Okay, we'll take it. It's a land. It's not an untapped land though. I guess if I find any other land, yeah, I want to be able to play the Stormcarved Coast untapped next turn. So my opponent's probably playing Winota. Innkeeper here. Pieces is pretty interesting. Playing Shredder also seems pretty good this turn. So I think it's between those two cards. Let me Pieces, try to find some interaction. Lightning Axe specifically. We did find the Lightning Axe. I can also take Galvanic Iteration. Seems pretty good with my Delve spells here. Graveyarding the Iteration would have been fine as well, I guess. Thank you, Myro. More Shredders equals more Fatal Pushes around. Maybe. I mean, that's one thing about Pioneers. There's like not that many black decks. There's obviously some. Alright, 6 cards in my graveyard. Steam Vents. Okay, so I think I just want to play Shredder, tap Steam Vents, pass. I need to leave out the Lightning Axe no matter what. I could also cast an Iteration here. Let's just get the Shredder in play. Got a Kamigawa from back with Wandering Emperor. Awesome, awesome. Glad you're liking some Modern. Modern's been really good lately, I feel. I feel like the streets have added like just like enough to keep things spicy. I think that things are looking pretty good for Magic right now, at least. They're just gonna cast the werewolf. That's what this looks like. Yikes! Not unbeatable. Okay, but gonna be tricky. We're gonna have to definitely set up for Iteration Cruise. So why don't I try to iterate, sorry, yeah, Galvanic Iteration, so I'll try the Expressive Iteration here. To set up for a turn where we get to do that next turn. Consider seems okay. I think we'll keep it. And then I'm gonna take 6 from the Huntmaster. 6 from the Huntmaster. The next turn I get to go Iteration, Temporal Trespass. And if I find a land, I can also bring back my Phoenix. Take 2 extra turns and maybe just combo kill them in the air. Opponent only attacking with the Huntmaster will just take 6. I guess I should probably cast the Consider, just trying to find a land. I can get back my Phoenix with the Lightning Axe. Gaining some life, that's okay. Oh, they're going to trigger my Shredder? That's pretty good for me. It's gain a lot of life, though. We do find our land, so this is going to be a really good turn for us, obviously. We're We get to go Galvanic Iteration, Temporal Trespass, making sure not to exile our Galvanic Iteration or our Phoenix. I think we'll discard Izzet Charm. 2 turns on the stack. And then I will cast my Lightning Axe, discarding, I think, Expressive Iteration, so I can get my Phoenix back and start attacking for 7. This is not definitely lethal, so because I can only deal a total of 21 and they're at 23. But if we can find a Phoenix over the course of the next 2 turns and get it back, we should be fine. There's a Phoenix, so that should be GG. Probably don't need to be tanking this long. I haven't heard Kendrick's new song yet. I'll listen to it later. I don't usually like to. I usually like to wait till I'm like in a good zone to listen to a song I'm pretty hyped for. I like to let the hype die a little bit. Maybe that's not the word to use, but I like to just be relaxed instead of hyped when I listen to a new song I've been waiting for. Alright, so this matchup, bringing in these 7 cards. I cut the 4th Temporal Trespass last time. I think I'm just off the iterations and the charms, and then can go down to 1 pieces, 2 pieces. Seems fine. Seems fine. Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Be right back. Okay, opening hand is definitely a keep on the draw against Winota. Really good hand. Yeah, I think I don't want the Drakes in the sideboard the more I'm thinking about it. I think that I probably want to be playing Spell Pierce, Negate, or Narset. Just like something to be... something for like the blue-white and Lotus Field matchup. Because the Drakes were for blue-white, but like I feel like Ledger Shredder covers a lot of bases that Drake did. Okay, I think with Anger in our hand, we should probably... not cast the Gust just immediately on the elf. I can Gust the Chariot, which is probably correct. It also might be correct to just like Anger, get rid of the tokens, leave them with the Chariot. Piano with the 17 months, appreciate ya. But not using my mana this turn seems like a mistake. Okay, let's go Lightning Axe in hand, I think. I have enough mana. Strangle the elf. Could maybe just spend 4 mana to draw 3 cards, which is, you know, the going rate for drawing 3 cards. Maybe better to Anger, hold up Lightning Axe this turn. Seems fine. Usually better to wait on the cruise if you can, so it's cheaper. Although, worse against the top deck, rest in peace. So we're going to need a Shredder pretty badly, I guess. Not the most powerful, but some pressure. Beazle, 3 months, appreciate you. Piano with the 17. You can also get up to 8 mana, just hardcast this at some point if the game goes long enough. But if they have a Torvlar's Huntmaster, we're in not good shape. Which they do. I'm just gonna axe the Winota. Then they attack me for 4, but they don't get to copy anything. They've got no cards in their hands. Strangle, not a big help. Hopefully they brick for a little bit, because we're bricking too. Okay, Strangle target, I guess. Go, Spirit Tokens, go. Bezo again, thank you for 3 months, and Piano, I think I got your 17. Thank you again, Piano, if I missed ya. Alright, so we're actually just 1 mana away, right? Or 2 mana away from the cruise. We can hardcast our Lightning Axe. Fry's not too bad either. Input, thank you for Twitch Prime, appreciate ya. These have dealt a lot of damage so far. Okay, we have Lightning Axe for the lair of the Hydra. But I should probably play the Shredder this turn. I guess we'll probably discard the Cruise. Or maybe we'll just take a hit from the lair. Oh, I guess I can't even. I guess I probably actually can't Lightning Axe the lair. It's gonna be too big. Fry. Okay, now I can exactly Lightning Axe. I need to wait till after they attack so they can't crew the Chariot. Alright, 3 more hits, guys. Oh, dude, I drew Aether Gust. It's a pretty sick draw. How many turns? What was their life total when we cycled this? Was it 18? Okay, I'm just trying to think if I want to. Yeah, I think I should fry this. Sokenzan was your preview card, Casts? It's a good preview card. Gotta kill this first, so obviously, so they didn't get the trigger. Ghost out with the 20 months, thank you so much. Alright, our last card is Aether Gust. Keep this dilute away. They're at 16? Just hit them 8 times with the two 1/1s. No! Oh no. We can Aether Gust like any other card in the deck besides Brutal Cathar. Okay, come on, Arclight Phoenix. Oh boy. Now they get to flip this, but I can Aether Gust it after it flips. Can they attack? They're not attacking. So I can Gust this end of turn, but then they keep it on top. They get my token. I think I'll just wait. Oh, now I can't fry it. And now I can't fry it. What the hell? Didn't playing Aether Gust guarantee a win? You can't Aether Gust a white spell. I don't know what you wanted me to Aether Gust there. Was Gusting Winota better because you knew they had an answer when they redrew it? Well, they would just put it on the bottom, and then they would put it on the bottom, right? And then they could draw into like Chariot or something else. Maybe they wouldn't put it on the bottom though. Yeah, if that's what you're talking about me, using the Gust on it, sure. But if they put it on the bottom, it's not a guaranteed win. Are they gonna crew the Chariot here? They are gonna crew the Chariot. Chump block. So they have 8 on the backswing here. Alright, GG. Not the most elegant way to win a game. This one's trigger. Gotta make sure we loot the right one away. Not the most elegant win, but a win nonetheless. Yeah, you should keep these like 1-land double cantrip hands. Yeah, I can get a prediction going. I think I forgot to do it last time. Yeah, Sokenzan broken. Playing Izzet Delver with Legend Shiver and Lofty Dial, been really good for so far. Yeah, I saw somebody post a link to a list like that on Twitter. I don't know if it was you. Seemed cool. I was kind of like messing around with maybe like a blue-black version of that deck that plays like Delver, Shredder, and then Aven Heartstabber. But the deck felt like I had like I had like 50 spells or something I wanted to play in the deck. I didn't know what to cut, so I'm gonna keep working on that one. You select the Dragons deck? I do, yeah. I really wish I had time to play like a third league with the Dragons deck the day I played it, but it just like doesn't have any of the new cards, so I haven't been playing it. Bottom. But I did really like it the one day we played it, and I'm looking forward to the ability to play it again. Is Haven Hearts ever actually good? I think it's good enough for Pioneer. I think it's it's a powerful card that doesn't really fit in too many places. Oh, cool! They're playing the Wildfire Fires deck. Definitely a deck that is near and dear to my heart. I am playing basics. Yeah, this is a huge misplay for them actually to not hit their own Cascading Cataracts when they're on the mull to I think I'm only playing one basic, but when they're on the mull to to 4, they need to get that 2-for-1 in my opinion. I already have 2 Delve spells, but I also have nothing but card draw, so I guess I'll take the Trespass too. A piece is going to be good for another Delve spell. Field of Ruin. Yeah, maybe they will get me. Classic Spike telling everybody to play basics, not playing enough basics himself, I guess. I think we're supposed to cruise. Do you have to go to discard here? I probably want to keep the Canal. We put discard second iteration, I guess. You have another Field of Ruin, another Wildfire. 2 Cleansing Wildfires. Stomp? Oh no, opponent. This wouldn't have killed it anyways. This is only 3 damage on a 4 toughness creature. Stomp, Light Up the Night, Concede. They also could have just spent 3 mana to Light Up the Night this. This was a bit of a fumble, a bit of a stumble, it seems. So Lightning Axe hits their Cavalier. Hits their Golos. Strangle hits Karn. I think I'll just still cut 3 Strangles for 3 Aether Gust. I think Strangle just replaces up Light of the Night in your Mono Red Fires list. I'm not sure. Maybe. I think that's that's likely where I'll start. I don't know if that's where I'm gonna end up though. I think on the draw I'll keep this. I think Shredder is really good in this matchup. But I kept 7 this time. Rip land, pretty good. So I'm likely going to hold up Consider and Izzet Charm next turn and just trigger the Shredder on my opponent's turn. Likely get this, Spell Pierce something. I'm going to draw step Field of Ruin me. So should I cast the Consider right now? If I do, I'm kind of likely to not be able to just trigger the Shredder on my opponent's turn, so let's just do that. I'm surprised they're not immediately Field of Ruining me when they know I only have 1 basic in the deck. I'll probably just do it on my turn. Okay, we'll keep the Steam Vents. Loot 3. Loot 3. I think we'll discard Lightning Axe. I might just discard Iteration and Trespass. That seems fine. I mean, the Trespass is definitely fine here, but also seems fine to just be more, I don't know, like the interact with my opponent game plan. And I'm certainly happy to keep lands against the opponent who's blowing all my lands up. Aether Gust is, I think, probably too strong to say no to, or to discard here, despite me wanting to grow the Shredder. Corn Chips, think of the 29 months, let's go. Could you not have considered your turn and trigger Shredder with Izzet Charm again in their turn? Well, you have to cast 2 spells on the same turn, and so if I consider on my turn, I don't have to consider to trigger the Shredder on my opponent's turn. Yeah, Golos very good against Aether Gust. Definitely something I really liked about this deck when I was playing a lot of it earlier. I was kind of hoping to play this to not be vulnerable to Field of Ruin, but I guess I now am a spot where I can't hit a land off the Iteration, which is kind of awkward. So I don't think I can really afford to try to leave up Gust, because they can field me off of it kind of easily. Though I don't love missing on a 1-mana spell here either. Quarter between the months. Crew Presidente 14. Thank you, thank you. Fires. Okay. So if they don't have a land in their hand, they can't Field of Ruin me. They do have a land in their hand. They can Field of Ruin me. Shredder does, you know, basically trigger every turn against fires, which is kind of nice. They're casting just Bone Crusher Giant. I guess I'll discard a Gust. I can Strangle the Bone Crusher. Potentially. I guess maybe I'm going to be too light on red mana, actually. How was the move? You know, just like every move, it's just like stressful and a lot more to do than you think there is. But it's going alright. Alright, gonna consider and then Strangle, I think. Let's keep the Cruise. Save that for next turn probably though. Although if I like loot away a Phoenix here, maybe I'll cast it. Yeah, let's just hold the Gust. I'm not gonna Gust the fires though. I'll do it end of turn. Why do we pathway for blue instead of red? I should have done it red. Wheels of 9 months, appreciate you. Is there a way to support you when I buy through CFB? Yeah, you can use code SPIKE when you check out. Thank you, thank you. Okay, putting an attack first. I've already used 3 of their Field of Ruins. I can Aether Gust to Cleansing Wildfire. I like Chandra does like nothing, so can resolve. Another Chandra. Down to 6. Motley Slayer, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate ya. And another Golos, which I can't Aether Gust. Shredder becomes a 4/6 though. So they'll probably get Cascading Cataracts. They can also get their 4th Field of Ruin. If they get Cataracts, I'm gonna hit the fires probably. Maybe the Chandra. Life Total's also looking kind of low. Would love to find a Temporal Trespass. Solve a lot of my problems. I guess I should hit the Chandra. The fire is actually like even kind of negative with the Cataracts anyways. Should have stuffed Chandra. I'm okay if they keep that card on top. Yeah, they put it on the bottom. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go second Shredder into Cruise. Getting a 4 toughness blocker here does feel pretty relevant. And then we have 5 looks at an untapped land, so I feel likely that we'll be able to have our Gust up. Okay. So I need, if I'm gonna Lightning Axe the Golos, I need to do it now. I feel like if I do that, I'm like maybe losing to Cavalier though. So let's try not to lose to Cavalier. Or cool with the 11 months, appreciate you. Just moved in first house last week too. Awesome. Congratulations to you as well. Yeah, I think have we seen any Phoenixes? Yeah, we're 37 cards, 0 Phoenixes. Oh yeah, I should have played as red. I'm sorry. I just gotta love the blue mana exactly. Okay, so they hit Light of the Night, which is pretty dead, Card the Great Creator, and Cleansing Wildfire. And I don't really feel like these do that much. I guess I can't Gust whatever they Karn for. What can they Karn for? God Pharaoh Statue doesn't do it. Sky Sovereign doesn't really do it. Gust in response to Golos activation is good. It's probably good in response to Karn activation. I was matched up against Esper Greasefang. We're currently 1-1 against it. I did punt the first time I lost. I think it's probably fine. Lucid Memes the 9 months. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Yeah, because if I guess the fires, they can't cast whatever they get off of this. I beat Chandra. I beat Wildfire. This seems fine.
What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiringspike.
Ober with the bits. Thank you. Getting on the hype train, huh? Okay, so back-to-back 4-1s here. I'm going to play one more league, I think. This is a pretty fast league. 2 leagues done in like 2.5 hours. I'm kind of like anxious to get that trophy, you know?